What is up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. If you guys are having issues with your tips lasting, if you're having nails that are popping off or they just don't stay on as long as you think they should, this video is for you. I'm going to go over a few tips on how to make sure your nails last until you're ready to take them off. Forgive my voice. I am getting over a cold right now, so it is a little bit scratchy, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video up. So we're just going to go ahead and get started with the first thing, and that is sizing. You want to make sure your nails fit sidewall to sidewall. If you need to, size up and just use a hand file to customize the shape and size to fit your nail. Prep is super important. You want to always start by pushing your cuticles back. You want to make sure there's no dry, dead skin left on the nail plate because this will interfere with the adherence of the tips. So you want to make sure that you push your cuticles back. I like to also trim mine or nip mine. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Just make sure you're pushing them back and you're not leaving any of that dry, dead skin on the nail plate. I like to use my e-file and a sanding band and go around the cuticle area one more time just to make sure there is no dry, dead skin left on the nail plate. And I also like to buff the surface of my nail to remove any shine. You can also use a buffing block for this step. Just lightly buff. We're not trying to fall away any layers. Just lightly buff to make sure the surface is no longer shiny. So I like to use the pH bonder from Apres, which is a dehydrator. I'm going to apply that to all of my nails and follow that up with the acid-free primer, which is also from Apres. You want to make sure you're prepping your nails. This is going to make sure they stay on as long as possible. So this is pretty much how I customized the tip. This one was just a little bit too wide, so I'm going to reshape it a little bit with the hand file so that it fits my nail a little bit better. So another important step is etching the inside of your tips. I'm going to show you two ways to do that in today's video, but you pretty much want to remove the shine from the inside of the tips. So here I'm using my e-file to etch the inside. I'm removing the number that's on the inside and adding some texture onto the inside of the tip. This is going to make it easier for your nail or your gel products to adhere. So you want it to look like this. And the next way that you can etch the tips is with your tip primer. Same thing, you're just gonna go inside the tip and kind of maneuver the brush back and forth to create a little bit of texture on the inside of the tip so that it's not smooth and it's not shiny anymore. So I normally use the Extend Gel when I'm applying my Apres tips, but my bottle is pretty much empty. So in today's video, I'm going to be using the Gelish Soft Gel Tip Adhesive, which is also really great. I love both of these. You do want to apply a thin layer of this to your nails first and cure for 60 seconds or cure for the amount of time suggested for the product that you're using. For this, it's going to be 60 seconds. Next, for the actual application, I just like to start off with a thin layer of gel all over the inside of the tip that's going to come in contact with my nail. And then I like to kind of scoop the excess off of the brush towards the back of the nail. When I'm applying these, I'm leaving a hairline little space in between my cuticle and the nail so that I can go back and kind of buff that area out, blend it with my natural nail, and then fill it in. This makes to where when the nails start to grow out, there's like a seamless transition there, and it looks more like a sculpted nail instead of like a tip that was just placed on the nail. You don't have to do this. You can apply them all the way up to the cuticle area, but I find that I really like this method because I like the way it looks once they start to grow out. On this nail, it's kind of hard to see the space in between my nail and the nail. So I'm going to apply the second nail to kind of give you a better idea of how much space I'm leaving in between. And so I do flash cure each nail for about 10 to 15 seconds. And once I've gotten all the nails applied, I go back in and cure for 60 seconds in my big lamp. So you're just leaving just a tiny bit of space. As you can see, there's just a small amount of space here. I'm going to go in with my e-file and blend that out. And then I'm going to go in with the builder gel to make sure everything is seamless and smooth. So now I'm just going to go in and buff the surface of the nail since I'll be applying gel polish. So once everything is buffed and filed, I'm just going to go in with this Kiara Sky Builder Gel to fill in that very small space I left in between the tip and my cuticle to make sure everything is seamless. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with this gel polish from Beetles in the number 925. This is one of my favorite like nudie pink colors, and we're gonna top this off with a no wipe glitter top coat from Madam Glam. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and apply that first gel polish, and I'm just gonna give you guys just a couple more kind of tips and tricks when it comes to adherence or how long your nails actually stay on. One of the things is making sure you're starting with a clean surface. If you have like lotion or something like that on your nails, that will interfere with how well the gel products adhere. So you want to make sure you're washing your hands before you start so that there's nothing on your nails that's going to interfere with them staying on as long as possible. And then secondly, you want to make sure that you're following the instructions on the products that you're using. If it says to cure for 90 seconds, you want to make sure you're curing for 90 seconds. For a number of reasons. Uncured product left on the skin can lead to allergies and also nails popping off because they were not thoroughly not thoroughly cured. So whatever products you're using on your nails, you want to make sure you are going by the instructions of those products. But following these tips should help in making sure your nails stay on longer. Mine usually stay on until I take them off. For me, that's usually about a month or so. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video and I will see you on the next one. Bye.